Let me ask you something. When was the last time you showed yourself real kindness? I don't mean a quick compliment like, I look good today, but the kind of kindness you give to a close friend on a rough day. If you're anything like me, it's easy to pour all your love into others, but somehow we forget to save any for ourselves. Today, let's talk about how journaling can help us reconnect with that kindness and make it a part of our everyday lives. Hi, I'm Frida, and welcome to my channel where we focus on prioritizing self care through journaling. So, what exactly is self compassion? Having self compassion is not about letting yourself off the hook. It's about treating yourself with the same patience, kindness, and empathy you'd offer someone you care about. But here's the thing, for whatever reason, although we offer compassion to others, most of us aren't wired to naturally offer that same compassion to ourselves. I'll admit, I've spent way too much time thinking and overthinking things. You know, those thoughts like, why wasn't I able to get more done? Or, why wasn't I able to do that perfectly? Even though I know there's no such thing as perfection. I think and overthink things as if being hard on myself is somehow eventually going to make me better. But here's the thing, it doesn't. Those thoughts are not helpful at all. Self compassion is about recognizing that we're all human. We're going to make mistakes. It's inevitable, it's a part of our lives. Journaling for me has been the tool that I use to embrace that truth. I'll give you an example. A while back, I had one of those days where everything felt overwhelming. I was balancing work responsibilities, family responsibilities, and responsibilities for caring for my mom who has dementia. And that day, nothing, I mean, absolutely nothing, seemed to go as planned. At the end of the day, I was driving home and I found myself replaying in my head everything that I didn't get right that day. All that I didn't get done at work, what I should have been able to do for my family, the progress I didn't make on my personal goals, and so on. Let's just say that my inner critic, we'll call her Alfreda. That day, Alfreda was both persistent and loud, and growing louder and louder with each repeating critical thought. When I got home that day, I decided to spend some time writing in my journal. Instead of writing down all the things I felt like I failed that day, I made a list of the things I had accomplished, even the small stuff, like making my mom smile and checking in with my friend. As I wrote, something shifted within me. I realized and accepted that I was doing the best I could. I wasn't perfect, but I was doing my best, and that was enough. That moment taught me that self compassion starts with noticing our wins, however small they may feel in a moment, instead of focusing on the things we believe we've fallen short on. For me, journaling is like sitting down with myself and having an honest conversation without the judgment. It gives me a space to slow down and really listen to how I'm feeling. Life moves fast, so fast that we often forget to stop and check in with ourselves emotionally. We take time to check on our friends and loved ones, but often we don't do the same thing for ourselves. Writing things down helps me to pause and take that time to check in with myself and say, okay, what's really going on here? Usually, when I take that time to write about what's going on, I'm able to get to a healthier perspective and silence the negative thoughts of Alfreda. Let's just say she can be a lot sometimes. So, how do I do that? When I first started journaling, it was hard to silence my inner critic. Alfreda was always ready to tell me what I should have done better. But journaling has become a way for me to flip that script. Now, when I catch myself being harsh with myself, I stop and write something kind in my journal instead of um, thinking about and focusing on all the negative things. Just like something kind that I would say to a friend that I've heard being harsh with herself. Because let's be honest, we don't allow our friends to do that. So why do we do it to ourselves? Over time, the act of showing kindness towards myself has become easier. If you're not sure exactly where to start with journaling, I've got you covered. Here are a few simple prompts that have helped me. Hopefully, they will help you as well. Number one, what are three things you love about yourself today? Two, Write a message to yourself as if you're confronting a friend who's going through what you're going through right now. 3, think about a recent challenge. What did you learn from it? And how can you show yourself more grace moving forward? These prompts may feel simple, but they're powerful. They create space for you to pause, reflect, and think kindly and speak kindly to yourself, even when it may seem hard. Remember, journaling doesn't have to be perfect. Some days I feel oh, like I can write pages and pages. On other days, it's just a few sentences. What matters most with journaling is that we show up for ourselves and we write, even on those days when writing seems hard. It's not about having a right or a wrong way to journal. It's about taking that time and making that space for our thoughts, no matter how simple or how deep those thoughts may be. Why? Because basically, you're worth it. You're worth that time and that space to process your thoughts. So I'm here to encourage you to do just that. The key to growing in your journaling practice is consistency. Even if you just journal for 5 minutes a day, over time, your consistency will make a difference. Those small moments that you have taken will add up, and you'll start to create a habit of kindness towards yourself. And remember, your progress isn't measured by how much you write. Instead of focusing on the amount that you write each time, focus on being present in the process. Please know that self compassion isn't something that we master overnight, and that's okay. As with most things, it's a journey. There will be days when your words flow freely, and other days when they don't flow quite as easily. And that's okay too. It's important to give yourself permission to go at your own pace. There's no rush to figure everything out. Remember, journaling is about progress, not perfection. On those tough days, writing even just a single sentence can make a difference. If journaling is something you want to dive deeper into, I've designed some journals that might be just what you need. They're filled with little reminders to keep you going, especially on those days when it feels tough to be kind to yourself. I've created them because I know what it's like to feel stretched way too thin, trying to care for everyone else and forgetting to care for yourself. I wanted to create a safe space for women to spend time in their journals as part of their self care routine. If this resonates with you, you can find a link to the Simply Chic journal collection in the description below. I've also included free journal prompts that you can download to get started journaling today. They're in the link as well. Life is too short to spend time being our own worst critic. Journaling gives us the space to reset, reflect, and practice kindness because we all deserve that grace. If today's message resonated with you, leave a comment and share your thoughts. I'd love to know how journaling has helped you and what you're working through right now. And speaking of growth, in the next video, we're diving into how journaling can help us build resilience. Because let's be real, life throws all sorts of challenges our way. And when they come, how we bounce back makes a difference. Join me as we explore practical ways to strengthen our mindset and grow through those tough moments. That's all for now. See you in the next video.